Yeah, I was. I've been talking this whole time. I forgot I had my fucking mic input muted from yesterday's stream. I never unmuted it. I'm gonna fucking scream. Uh, God damn it. Because I don't fucking hold on. I'm doing some fucking OBS stuff because my mic input is a lot further down on my audio mixer list in OBS than my actual like sound stuff. And I don't know how to move it, and I have some other sources that I think I might need. But I don't know. And I also... Hold on. Hold on. I'm just gonna... remove that. I'm gonna... Huh. I have a couple other audio sources that I can't find the source for. Is that this one? Oh, that's this one. Okay. Don't know why the hell I even have this, but I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of that. There we go. And now I can tell whether or not you all can hear me and also see my audio at the same time. Wow, there we go. Okay, fuck me, I guess. Alright, hi! Now that we have that going, god damn it. I hate myself. Welcome in. We're doing a build. I have a fortress kind of material gather build I have in mind to answer your first question. Mainly because I have never built one of these before and I don't know how the fuck to build one of these. There we go. Fucking hell. So new blueprints, fortress, turbine. I'm guessing I have to have the resource stuff on there first before I'm able to actually build this, apparently. That's my guess. Alright, so... okay. Now that we're good, I'm gonna go ahead and, try to get this figured out. Hold on. I'm trying to think about it, because I have a whole plan I have in mind that's gonna be like a two-stage kind of thing. I just need to figure out how I want to build this. How many resources does it cost to build one of these? It costs 115 material. Okay. I feel like that's a bit much. God damn it. Okay, hold on. There we go. Oh, fuck. I hate keyboard controls. There's a reason I don't use them. There's a reason I don't use them. There's a very good reason I don't use them. It's because when I'm still warming up my brain for fucking just starting, the controls get all fucking clunky for me. Get one there. There we go. Okay. Okay, there we go. So that's kind of part one. Part two is gonna be, not gonna mess with any of that yet. Steam engines. Now we got this. Let's go ahead and do this. Okay, so yeah, I have some plans for what I want to do here with this build. It's gonna be kind of like a two-phase thing. First phase is gonna build something as cheap as I possibly can to get something started. Let's see here. I think a medium boiler will probably be good. Because I'm building kind of like a core thing that'll be like... this stuff doesn't change. Because the basic idea I have is it'll be like something cheap and easy to build to start with, and then once it's like constructed, the next phase of the plan is to retrofit it with a new blueprint which builds off of the base basically to extend it to something else, of which I will not spoil yet, because it is a cool fucking plan, I think. So there we go, we'll start with this. So we need the pipe connection. Go, bam. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and do... So first we'll start with steam engines. We'll just pipe these together. Why is there not a 3-length steam pipe? I feel like that's weird. It has 1, 2, 4. Unless it's an energy hog combat platform, I don't think you need steam. You'll see what the plan is. You'll see. You'll see. Trust me. I'm building it this way for a reason. I see where you're coming from, but trust me. There's plans being made. There's plans. Nope, not yet. One more steam there. If I turn it the right way, there we go. 4-way, I think. It's, let me see here. I forget how large the medium stuff is. Yeah, we'll do this, I think, and we'll see how much power this gives us here. Is this not connected? Oh, god damn it. There we go. Now I've just got to cap those off. Piping, corner pipe, bam. Bam, there we go. Actually, that might be a bit much. I'm not sure how much energy or how much engine power this platform will actually need. But I feel like that's a good start, at least. Now I need energy, resources, batteries. Yeah, those batteries are a bit expensive, but this gives us... Actually, no. For the start, for just the initial phase of this, I don't need that much. The batteries. I'm just gonna do this. Okay, there we go. And then we're gonna go ahead and do the new blueprints. Does this have to be the first goddamn thing I build on something? That's stupid. Beakabot? Bob? Bob? Uh-oh. That's weird. It says it's connected.
Am I broke?
No, apparently Bob just doesn't like you, Naku, today. Anyways, it's... no! Oh, fuck off! Oh, wait, no, it didn't break. Okay. I thought it just fucking deleted the entire thing. Okay. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. It's okay. I thought it just completely fucking broke everything. Okay, we're okay. We're okay. We're okay.
My voice is no longer available for Neku.
Apparently. Okay, width. Okay, both sides are in. Good. Anyway, sorry about that. Welcome in, though, Neku and Necro. Hope you both are doing good. Thanks for swinging by. Hold on. Okay, now that I've got that figured out. Yes. Okay. And no worries, I started late myself for stream, so there's no need to apologize for anything to begin with. But, you're not late. I am. Make sure we get everything in. Capture prefab. There we go. American theme parks suck major balls. They do. They're overpriced as fuck and typically don't even have much good shit there anyways. Honestly, they're not worth the money, if you ask me. Okay, I have that. I won't get rid of that. I don't know what the Efteling is, but I'm guessing that's an amusement park where you live. Okay. Let's go ahead. Prefab mode. Dutch theme park. Gotcha. Okay. Okay, now it's no longer grayed out. That makes sense. Now I understand now. I understand now. Okay. That's good. Really good. Well, that's good. Yeah, sorry, I'm still warming up a little bit. I nearly fucked up, and today was nearly also not a good day for me for streaming, especially. I fucking forgot to set my alarm last night, so I woke up at nearly 1 o'clock today, because fucking... Apparently, if I don't have an alarm, I can sleep for 10 goddamn hours. It is a giant slab of concrete with some roller coasters attached. Yeah. Okay, so that's working. This is good enough. We've got, it only costs 4,000 materials. I feel like I can make that a little cheaper. How much do these cost? 50. You know what? I don't need that many to start. I only need like 2. Oops, shit. I'll keep the 3 in the middle. That's it. Every ride is actually based off a Dutch/European fairy tale. That's cool. Okay, so that brought the cost down. How much do these cost? They cost 40, okay. It's not terrible, not terrible. So we don't need that much energy actually to start, so we'll take the cost down a little more. And I have an idea since, hold on, so how much do these cost? 40, okay, so since this will be a kind of basic thing, to start we'll do, oh shit, hold on. No, I don't need that there. So to start, we'll do this. The Het Vliegende Hollander. Okay. It's probably the only one a foreigner will recognize, though. That's fair. I have heard of the Flying Dutchman before, yeah. Medium crank. Like that. Gearbox. Like so. Let's see here. Is enough energy for these still? Actually, I think I could do a small one to save on some extra materials. Let's try that. Small gearbox. We'll do small piston. These only cost half as much. And then small gearbox. There we go. Alright. Yours ended black. Okay. That sounds cool. Let's see. So that'll be good. This costs 3,400 materials to start. Or actually, I have an idea. Hold on. I can make this cost less. Single battery, electric engine. 3,300. Feel like you were using your childhood. Nice. This will be just like a super basic kind of platform to start here, right? And what we'll do actually to further cheapen this is this. This still makes shit tons of steam. There we go, but that brings the cost down even further. Kinda, Necro, kinda. Basically, this is like a two-stage idea I had. So, this whole thing here is like stage 1. Yeah, there's gonna be two kind of things to this. So this thing, I think, is just gonna be stage 1. Already, just like this. And we'll do like this, I think. Or actually, no, I'll leave those there. Okay, so yeah, this will be... Or actually, no, I'm missing a couple things here, aren't I? This probably needs an AI mainframe, right? Probably. What kind of... Yeah, a fortress needs a mainframe, right? I don't actually... I've never built one before, I don't know. It does? Okay, yeah, that makes sense, that makes sense. Okay, so we'll do, Actually, to build off of an idea, so I've got a simple idea here, so we'll do this, we'll do... Yeah, so we'll do this. Okay, I don't think I needed to control movement, so I'm not gonna do a maneuver thing. So this needs a wireless transmitter, I think. Is there anything else this thing would need? Like, just to function and not die? I don't think there is. Add a fortress controller. Yeah, there we go. Fortress controller. Fifth row. Ah. Actually, I'll do it over here. I'll do it in here. There we go. Alright, yeah, so that costs just over 30 or 3,000 material. Which, to compare, that thing there costs 1,100 or 11,000. So, yeah, okay. There we go. I think this will be platform phase 1. Platform phase 1. Any thoughts on your Helldivers 2 tank? I think I looked at it, yeah. I mean, it looks cool. Looks like a Helldivers tank. I don't know, I don't really think I'm a good person to give any sort of, like, things on it. It's like, hey, it looks cool. And, like, that's the criteria I go off of. Just, looks cool. Okay, how much do these cost again? 180. You know what? Actually, before I continue, I'm actually going to go ahead and make this even cheaper. Oh, wrong thing. Here we go. You waiting for me to make a recoilless rifle from the depths? I don't really use recoilless rifles against the Hulks. I use eats or heavy machine guns. Or tanks. I use basically the same things. And I use eats on tanks too, yeah. Or the commando. Or if I'm feeling spicy, I just pull out the ultimatum. There we go. So that actually brings the cost down by 1,000. So there we go. Phase 1 only costs 2,000 materials. So there we go. Oh, right, no, I forgot. There's one other thing this thing needs before I can call this done. And that is, it needs a single one of these to start here. The recoilless is basically a reusable eat that takes a backup slot. Maybe, yeah, but I like my eats. They're funny. Okay, so where do I want to place this? I think I'll place this here. That'll do. Okay. Now I can call this done, because that little repair bot thing here, this will be important. This will be very important, and you'll see why. Because now we start working on phase 2. First thing we do in phase 2, turn the wood to metal. And actually, let me, hold on. Oh, fuck. There we go. What kind of color do I think I want to make this? I think I'll start with my green. Hold on. Oh, right, I gotta remake my green. Hold on. There we go. It's a little too bright still, I think. Make it darker. There we go. I like that. That's good. Okay, so let's real quick. I'm gonna refit metal any color to, I think this is 24? Nope, is it 26? 25? There we go. Yeah, I love my green. Okay, so, yeah, phase 2, phase 2 is basically, you wanna see me turn this into a massive fucking cannon? Because I have an idea on how I want to do my next campaign, or like one of the ways I want to play my next campaign, and this is a major part of it. So actually, before I even put in the surge protectors, what I'm gonna do is this. There we go. There we go. Got that. Now we got the batteries we're gonna put in. There we go. I'll do something different for here. Go. Bit of material, decent bit of power storage. I think I'll do out to here. Hey, Asher, welcome in. Hope you do good. Thanks for saying bye. Hello. There we go. Slap the engine down there. There we go. Almost 4 million energy. Don't know, honestly. Yes. Go. Do this, and then we'll do medium, or no, not small, medium gearbox. Pistons, there we go. Bam, 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 bam. We get our cranks, and then with the crank go that way. We get the gearbox. Slap. There we go. I think I need more steam. Yeah, I definitely need more steam. There's also no materials left in this thing, so that doesn't help. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cheat in the materials. And delete that real quick. Go. So this gives us 42,000 engine power. I have a plan. I have an idea. Nope, wrong way. There we go. What I'll do is I'll do this. There we go. That should keep things running. I don't think it'll keep the pressure full, or I don't think it'll be running at full pressure. Just because of how this works. That's not the point. See here, these actually, hold on. Maybe a different idea, hold on. What if instead we do 5-way connection here? There we go. 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 Wait, don't these block steam pipes? Shit, right, yeah, fuck. There we go. What I'll do instead is this. Okay, and then I gotta do nope, wrong way. There we go. There we go. Good. There we go. There we go. Get a shit ton of engine power there. There we go. Alright. This is making tons of energy. How fast do you make energy? How do I check how fast it makes energy? Is that something I can tell? I guess I could just see how fast these things are making energy. So, makes about, okay, 3,600 in each, almost 3,700 in each of these. Okay, so it's like 7,400 energy total or so, if I did the math right? No, 8,400? 7,400? Hang on. Okay, 7,400, okay. I think? Yeah, about 7,400 energy a second. Okay, is that good? I feel like I need more energy than that. I think what I'll do is do that. We'll do this. Nope. Right, that's how that goes. Okay, so yeah, I'll do it like this. What's the connector connect to? Okay, no. Right now, steam piping. There we go. There we go. Then large turbine generator. There we go. And that should give us the power generation that we need. Jesus Christ, that gives us so much power generation. Holy shit. Yeah, that should be more than enough power gen. We can check how much these are using. 13 power. Okay. Those should have more than enough engine power to keep running for a while. Yeah, that shouldn't cause any issues, so that should be good. So yeah, then the next part of this is going to just be bringing out that like this. Just build out this platform a bit more. There we go. There we go. Then I gotta do that. Gonna put in a 3 here. No, hold on. I have an idea. Just to make absolutely certain that we don't have any issues with power in the engine power in the future, I'm gonna do... I forgot how fucking big these pistons are. Where's the input on this thing again? Is it on the back or is it on the side? Or is it one of these? I think it's one of these. No, right, hold on, fuck. How the hell do these large ones connect again? It does have a connection on the back, right? Yeah, I think so. Okay, now I just gotta do... this, and then... like that? No input piping is connected. Okay, I guess it has to be down there then. There we go. There we go. And that makes absolutely certain that we should never have any energy issues. Or power issues. Okay. There we go. And now, again, this thing is, my goal is not to make this cheap, it is to make it, in my classic style, basically. That is, yeah, it's going to be a certified Stren construction. Stren build. Let's see, so if I'm not mistaken... Okay, so I'm gonna have to leave that there. Okay, so that's the output part then. Okay. Where do I want to build this? Guess I can put them in here. Do them like that. Do them like that. Feel like I probably need some connectors for the AI core and extra processing power. Just for the size of this thing. And also for other plans I have in the future, so... I'm going to go ahead and give it just extra processing power to begin with. Go. Add more of these in here. Then we need another of these, which I think this one actually built out like this. We'll do that. And hopefully that'll be enough, or we'll do this as well. That should be enough. Those for a bit. Maybe, we'll see. And now we'll just go ahead and yeah, time to bulk up the protection for this innermost layer here. To basically be protecting the... This section is basically what I've just made is the core, basically. I don't think I've forgotten anything important, but I might have. We'll see. I don't know if I've forgotten anything important for, like, kind of like the core central thing, part of a base. But, I've forgotten dumber things before. Let's see, I feel like I have some space somewhere I can add some extra shit into. There we go. And then I'll also add in... I don't know if it's... God, I can't see through this damn thing. There we go. Oh, that's technically not a block there. We'll do tanks, I think, or lockers. I think lockers would be cooler looking. Go. So we'll start adding in some extra material storage in spots like that. And just because they've been stupid in the past, I'm not going to cover up the nanobots entirely, just to be sure that they can fucking work. Do something like that. Oh yes, and before I forget, I need to add in a bunch of surge protectors, probably. Probably would be smart. We'll do a bunch all over the core part of this. Just to make sure that we're nice and protected from any EMP stuff. On the interior. Do some over here as well. Do some there. And this little chunk right here that's literally nothing so far is already 48,000 material. Love it. But it's not... The price isn't what matters to me. I don't give a shit how expensive this thing is. That's not the point. I'm gonna go into prefab mode and make my life a little easier. There we go. Let's see here. How's that work? That work? Yeah, that works. Okay. There we go. There we go. There we go. Makes building this a lot faster, I feel like. And in spots like here, we can do this. We'll do, I think that's a 4 in there? Yeah, it's a 4. Then we do back to this. There we go. There we go. Go back into the prefab. I hate that it doesn't do the normal block placing thing in the prefab mode. It's a little annoying, but whatever. Go. Oh, nope. Apparently, oh yeah, that's fine. Duh. Silly me. There we go. Let's see here. I need to make sure that the large crank on the one side doesn't get blocked, but I think it's fine. As long as I don't cover that, which I won't. Another thing, run out of material again. I wish the material node in here was a little better. It's only like 1,000 a minute. Yeah, 300 per minute. It's infinite reserve, but it just fucking sucks. So I have to just constantly use this thing. Go get symmetry mode on. 3 there. There we go. Go. Very good. I don't think I'll do it that low like this. I think I'll just do it down to here, I think. And then we'll go from there. Go. There we go, and then we just expand build down this way. And then we just build down that way until we get down to here. And this is going to be a very boring part of the build, is just going to be filling in all this. Those can go in here, I think. Yeah, we'll just do them like... do it like that. There we go. That'll do. I'll do this. There we go. And then, of course, these won't be, like, the most exterior parts of it. This is just kind of the case in the core. You get a box of just protected box. Yes. I can English. I can English, I know. I know how to speak. There we go. I need to do it too, I think. Yes, a 2 there. Chosen fan too. Welcome in. Hope you do good. Thanks for coming by. Hello to you as well. Welcome in. I don't need the symmetry mode on. I have to in the middle. Okay, there we go. Okay, that's 4. What you doing? I'm working on just a silly little build idea I had. I'm building a little, like, two-stage material harvesting kind of platform where the first stage is incredibly cheap, and then the second stage is basically I retrofit it to this upgraded version, which is just going to be just this giant fucking platform gun. A very me style build. Okay, there we go, that's good. Turn the symmetry back on, because I've got to work on some of this stuff in here. Go. With or without armaments? Oh, with armaments. It's gonna be a platform gun. If you think the Liberator cannon from the Steel Striders, something similar to that. I think it's called the Liberator cannon. Whatever that thing is, it's the giant platform gun, but it's also like a material harvester. It's just a silly idea I had that I wanted to make into reality. So I'm making it into reality. There we go. That'll be the main interior of this thing, mostly protected. APS? Probably, yeah. I'm probably gonna make it like a giant railgun. Or something. I don't know. I'll decide on it as I get to it. Right now, it's just, I know the basis of what I want. And then, when I get there, I'll actually put some actual thought into it, you know? Go. I'm just gonna put some extra armor plating on these, just to keep them a little extra safe, you know? There we go, you know, just wanna, you know, protect them a little more, you know? Yeah. I'm saying you know a lot. Maybe you don't know. Who knows? Meant to do that in the middle. There we go. I'll do the, I think there's the, yeah, the sloped metal plate here. There we go. And then I'll just do more of these here. There we go. Let's see, that gives us 7 of these? I think. Let me just make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, 7 of those. So steam engine before. May show you design. I don't allow links in chat unless it's like from a moderator or something. Plus I don't really know much about the designs and stuff in this game anyways to really probably appreciate what you'd be showing me. Because I do have steam engine stuff in here. I'm familiar enough with steam engines. Okay. That'll work. How much power are the using? They are using 1600 power already. Holy fuck, this thing is gonna need probably more of these, I'd imagine. Potentially. Maybe not, I don't know. These things have a reserve of 260,000 power. Okay. We'll see. We'll see if they need more. I do know as well as I'm gonna go on the interior here, and I'm just going to stuff it full of metal as well. Do I have it? Nope, I don't have symmetry metal on. Fix that. Yes, right now it is simply just box. Another design that will make Royston himself cry if he looks upon it. I intend to make the actual like finished version of it like look cool, I guess. I don't really have a aesthetic in mind yet. I'm going to make it look decent, at least, to the best of my abilities. Okay, I haven't... I thought for a second, it got really quiet. I forgot I have the audio repetition on for a second. So it got really quiet. I thought I might have just stifled some of my steam engines. Can't make anything but boxes, so don't feel bad. That's fair. I'm still also relatively new to this game. So my general idea of building stuff is, yes, materials go burr. It's my most recent ship I built, which was how many hours? I'm up to 146 hours. I've only completed a campaign once. I actually, just 2 days ago, I think, yeah, 2 days ago, I finally finished my first attempt at, the easiest difficulty on the campaign for Quest for an Eater. And, yeah, that was exciting. Right. Accidentally stepped one of the engines. I'm not gonna put anything on the top. The top's gonna have more shit on top of it anyways. It's gonna have a bunch of, engine, or gun stuff. At around 400? Gotcha. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, the campaign took me a bit longer than I probably could have cleared it in. I just kind of wanted to take my time so I could get the most information out of it as I could. Okay. Which I think was worth it, honestly. Because I was able to get enough information to kind of make a couple key improvements to my main craft from it. So I have a decent enough starting vehicle, which I guess since you're new here, I'll show you. I won't go through the entire lineup of my building history so far, but all you have to know is oh, where is it? Nope, that's the wrong one. Where is... Yeah, Deepwater Guard and Onyx Watch are, yes, indeed. Glue Sniffers, here we go. Wait, no. Did I accidentally delete the initial... fucking... Oh, no, right, I called it the... So, yeah, all you need to know is I started with this as my first, like, final version of a ship, which, if the Deepwater Guard were glue snippers, I don't know what this makes me. But I started with this, and currently my main combat ship, which this, by the way, cost 20,000 materials. My main combat ship now costs 765,000 materials and looks a little something like this. So I started with this on my first attempt, and yeah, this is about where we are right now. A ship that was originally designed to fight the Gigawatt. It went through a couple different modifications and evolutions to where it is today. This is the Bob Mark II. It has a set of twin 100mm pure AAP cannons. Everything on here is either the Zirvan prefab particle cannons or custom-built APS cannons. So these are just basic 100mm APS cannons. They fire, what was it? Yeah, 379 rounds a minute. It has a set of twin 200mm cannons, which I believe are a mix of HE and frag. These things are used to kind of help soften up enemies, and these are 65 rounds per minute. Any weapons I lack in? I mean, I haven't really built cram yet, but I haven't really felt a need to build cram cannons yet. I've actually not built much in terms of weapon variety. Like, I haven't built flamethrowers, I've not built plasma cannons yet, which I intend to, because I really want to try them out. I haven't actually built my own particle cannons yet, which I do want to. They have been pretty useful. I have built a laser system, which I'll show in a moment. I've done missiles, I've done the advanced cannons, I've done the newbie thing of using simple cannons in some of my earlier builds. But I've only really used the Bertha from the cram cannons. I haven't actually used them yet, though. Outside of that, I haven't built my own custom one yet. Again, I really just haven't felt like a need to. But yeah, no. My APS cannons right now are kind of my favorite, because then we have the railgun on this thing, which is a 500mm APHE cannon. Which, this thing is fucking atrocious. It should be a war crime. This thing is stupid. It fires at 15 rounds a minute. It's evil. It's rude. And even this thing, like, as you can see, I don't have this properly defended. But, like, this thing is... Are you part of the FTD Discord server? I don't think the official one, if there is an official FTD Discord server. I didn't know there was one. Is there? Can I join that? Is there a thing for here? There is? Gotcha. I'll have to keep it. I'll have to take a look for that then. If it's got like a link in game, I'll definitely join that. Because I'm in one of the guys who designs ships for them, Rorston. I'm in his server because he's actually swung by before a couple times. I had to subject him to the cognito hazard that is my most recent build, which I guess I will also torture you with. Something that was intentionally, or initially, not intentionally, initially supposed to be a small strafe kind of ship, turned into a 40,000 material crime against everyone's eyes. I regret building this thing. Its gun is unfortunately actually really effective. It has a main gun of an 88mm gun that fires at 740 rounds a minute. It's purely AP. It has these two. These are my first attempts at making Sea-Wiz guns. They kind of work. A little bit. I've also got some anti-projectile, some anti-like crab cannon missiles on the front here. These ones and those ones. It's got some missile launchers there, which are just meant for offensive, just shoot the enemy. Some missiles in here. I've got some more anti-munition. These are anti-missile missiles. I've got some missiles back here. And this thing is upsettingly effective. Because its front thing, it's a front sider basically. It can 1v1 a hobgoblin. And reliably win. Which, little context, the hobgoblin is like my primary rival currently. Because the way I kind of went through my learning phases of going through the campaign is, as I mentioned, the gigawatt was like my first thing that I designed the original bob for, which ended up looking more like this. Oh, because, again, the main gun on this thing is 88mm of... Oh, where's that? There it is. Yeah, the main gun is 88mm of pure AP. This thing's a railgun, by the way. The shells are, let me see here, let me go into here. Because the entire interior from, like, about here in the ship to about, I'd say here, is entirely gun past the armor. So yeah, to about here, yeah. And the shell for this thing... I don't typically do stuff yet with people right now. Like, not like... hold on, let me reword that. Right now I'm just kind of learning on my own. I do intend to do multiplayer stuff eventually, but right now it's just kind of like on my own. But yeah, the shell is this. And with the railgun draw it has, it fires at 1700 meters a second. It's stupid as fuck, but it works for some reason. And I hate that it works. It's upsetting that it works. But yeah, it's got the main gun. It's got... Let me figure out which one... Yeah, here we go. It's got these. It doesn't have penetration, or it doesn't have anything to fuse. Because again, it's purely AP. There's no detonation in this thing. It is purely AP. Don't worry though, I do know of the pen depth fuse. Because this railgun uses it. If I can find one of the fucking ammo intakes. Hold on. There we go. Yeah, this railgun... There we go. This railgun uses it. Yes, exactly. That's the point. And it works. It's AP. Its entire point is to shred through armor. And it works. Yeah, this is the railgun shell. It does have a functioning pen depth thing. Just to put into perspective, when I fought the Scarlet Dawn 2 days ago, because they were the last faction, I basically destroyed them in 2.5 hours. Because, again, it was on the easiest difficulty. They did spawn a Gauss, which was a 1.2 million material ship, which did give me some trouble. Only a little bit of trouble, though, honestly, like, because what I did is I sent a fleet of 7 Bobs and 2 of my shit-ass planes against it. Or against their final fleet. This thing damn near one-tapped their fucking mothership. It threw 1 shell in and completely disabled all of its weapons and made it crash, I think. Yeah, this shell is fucking evil. Now that it actually works, because in the initial Bob, I didn't have the depth fuse working right, because I'll show you here. Go into here, which, by the way, yeah, you can tell the initial Bob was shit. Yeah, the initial thing, you can see I didn't change the first surface time, so these things basically were detonating on contact. But yeah. You can also tell the initial Bob had some issues compared to the Mark II. No spaced armor, so the deck is 1 meter thick. It is 1 block wide turret for the railgun, and these ones are also pretty shit. And, yeah, no, this thing, it kills the gigawatt really well. It's really good against lasercraft. And then this thing is good against everything. Once I got to this iteration of it, the only enemy that gave me trouble was the fucking twin guard. Because it was specifically the fucking assertiveness plane, because it would just throw all the shells directly into here and just obliterate all the guns. But, like, everything else, this thing is really good against. Also, it actually... No, hold on, that's a lie. There's one other thing I had to design... Wait. Oh, fuck, I thought I saw that, those. Oh, yeah, I do have fish, yes. Hello, these are my fish. Behold, my boys. My fellas. I love these dudes. No, they are not emergency food. How dare you? Yeah, no, I'm quite proud of the Bob, especially the Mark II iteration. But yeah, as I was about to show, I also have a side grade Bob called the Zapper. Because I made this specifically because I was having issues with the Twin Guard's fleet spam. So I designed a laser Bob. Oh, no, I don't have the right ship selected. There we go. Wait, nope, this is still not the right ship. This one. There we go. And so it has twin laser turrets. That, they have 84% damage at 2,000 meters. These things are pretty fucking stupid. I love them. You love being evil? Yeah, I saw it, I saw it. Yeah, this laser, by the way, which, let me find its core here. Yeah, this laser has 7,443 damage sustained per second. Yeah, it has 106. This laser system has 168.84 firepower. And the laser setup is big brick of laser in the kind of like center of the ship. It is lines of cavities, it's lines of everything pretty much. Pretty much most of my good stuff that I've built has been heavily handheld by members of chat, such as, I believe Necro was here earlier, he's one of the people, and Ark as well, have been very helpful in giving me advice. Yeah, I know, I could actually improve, or make it stronger too. As you can see, there's still a lot of room. But I decided to take it easy on that, just because it was my first laser system, and this thing does a fantastic job already. This thing also made some of the Scarlet Dawn vessels cry. You know, you make a small platform, I would gladly add your advice. Well, right now I want to just focus on working on this, which... Apparently I missed a fucking spot of the armor. Yeah, back to this, though. Yes, I need to work on... I missed one block. That's all I missed. Okay, cool. Yeah, so, let's see here. This thing... Power, how the engine's doing. I wish I could read it. Okay, 1825 power, okay. Okay. That's good. Alright, so we have more than enough power for it right now, and if we need to, we can add more turbines as well, because we have over 130,000 fucking platform or power to this. So, next thing I'm gonna do, I think we will I think I will just do this, where we will just kind of like build out a bit. Do this. Bam, bam. Need to do 2 and a 1. Well, no, this one next. Oh, right, no, there we go. There we go. There we go. And there we go, and good. Alright, so now I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna go in with a prefab mode. I'm gonna do this. Go. Height of 2. And then the entire width to make my life really fucking easy here. Go. Capture. Hey, Shake, welcome in. Hope you're doing good. Thanks and goodbye. Hello. There we go. Bam. Right click to it. Oh, hang on. What? Oh, shit. Well, thank you for that. That definitely helps. Very nice. That's gonna be useful. Hey. 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 Hey, what are you doing? I'm just gonna remove a couple ships here. The Bobs do not have the greatest avoidance AI, typically because they are solo ships, mostly. No, there ain't no- you never told me that. No one's told me that before. Nah, I've not been told that. Nah. That's new to me. That's new to me. I've not been told that before. Nope, you've never said that. I refuse to believe that. I would not forget something that useful. Nope, I don't believe you. Ooh, damn, okay, I didn't make it a perfect square. Okay. Wait, hang on. Good, 27 width. Nice. Okay, so I got that ready for when I build this up. Okay. And then a 3 at the end, I think. Yes. There we go. Right. Experience, you need to join the From the Depths Discord. People there are so damn uninterested and but helpful. Oh, trust me, I've already gotten tons of help from just chat in general. Plus, I like to do a lot of my work on stream anyways, except for when I specifically have a specifically when I want to make like just a surprise, like, hey, look what I built on my own, chat, kind of thing, just to primarily to torture people, because what I build on my own typically is horrendous. Yeah, I probably will join it though. Pass all exams with most of them with fine colors. Nice. You actually have time? Well, congrats on passing your stuff. That's good shit right there. Hell yeah. Love to hear it. Oh, right, no. Wrong corner. There we go. There we go. There we go. I can't fucking see what I'm working on at all because of the just color of the ship plus the fucking window behind my screen. There we go. Go. I can't fucking see what I'm doing here, man. It is like completely pitch black. I can't fucking see the shapes I'm working on. I'm just going off of the shape of the highlight. There we go. I gotta fucking... I'm closing my curtain a little bit. There we go. Holy shit, I can see what I'm working on. No. I will not. I will suffer by the consequences of my own actions instead. I will not change off of my beloved green. Oh, I missed one. There we go. Oh, it's gonna be goddamn impossible to tell whether or not I have one. Fuck, hold on. Go. There we go. Yeah, I don't think I see any holes in there. Alright, there we go. So now we got the position for our platform, which actually, hold on. Just realized this top one here. This top layer like this does not have to be those, because instead what I'll do is beam 3, nope, 2, and then I'll do something later. There we go. I'm gonna turn off the sound repetition thing just so I can hear the nice rhythm of the engines. I like the sound they make. It's very pleasant. Nope, 2, okay. 2, there we go. And then a 2, there we go. This is gonna be, okay, so here's what I'll do next. I'll do bam, bam, bam. Go. There we go. 4, and a 3, then a 2, then a 1. There we go. I'll just do this all the way down. Nice. Just having to close there. Oh yeah, I forgot about the fill thing. Hold on. Was it this way? Nice. I keep forgetting about the fill tool. I know it exists, I just don't fucking use it because I forget. Oh, I know about the build mode thing, yeah. Alrighty. The green reminds me of Minecraft Terracotta. Yeah, it's kind of hard to get the color I like to look quite how I like it in this game, just because of the specific color that I really like. Because I love a good, like, sage green kind of color. It's just kind of hard to get it quite right, so this is as close as it gets. Which isn't that far off. So it's the same kind of green I got on my shirt. Okay, so next up, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to metal here for the this. Wait, hold on. This thing's already gonna be expensive as shit. Why do I care about the price? I don't. That's the thing. Yes. There we go. Oh wait, hold on. Oh, that's actually really easy. Nice. All right. So I'm gonna make like a little space kind of layer up top here, just so that if it gets shot from above, it doesn't like implode. Okay. I just gotta do the same thing up here. Yeah, that makes... Keyboard build mode makes this easy as shit. Love that. Love that. Then a two? Yeah, two. Go, and a one. Alrighty. Yeah, I know. Now begins the fun part. And that fun part is, the turret design. Okay. So we're gonna start out with a nice, hefty, big old fucking 5-meter turret axis here. Let's see, that looks about center, right? Yeah, I think that's center. That looks pretty much dead center. There we go. Alright, so what we're gonna do here is in the middle, we're gonna do our lovely little AI weapon all in one here. There we go. No, that's center. Oh, wait, no, maybe it isn't. Maybe it needs to go up one. Maybe you're right, hold on. Also, wait, hold on, what direction is front? This direction, okay. God damn it. Sides check, damn it. I just realized I also gotta fix that. So I know it should be about 27 wide from... That looks about centered. Nope. Hang on, if this thing's symmetrical, I can probably just build this over top the center of mass. I think would be right about there. Shit, that's not what I meant to do. Alright, I can't rotate it until it's done. Yeah, that's centered. Alright, let's see here. Yeah, so we'll do... Alright, let's see here. Okay, it's centered that way. Now I'm just going to go ahead and... that... Hey, I got it figured out. It's centered. It's centered all the way. Well, I can do symmetry mode, but if I do symmetry mode, it does it. Yeah, no, I did it that way. But I have to do the just single press N to do it the other way. The symmetry mode only does it down that way. Which is what I did. Trust me, I know about that, don't worry. Oh, hold on, I gotta, there we go. There we go. Alrighty, so now, get that put down. Gotta figure out... Actually, hang on, I have an idea. It's the hour past midnight for you. Alright, well, have a good night then. Sleep well, hope you had a good time. Thanks for swinging by. Okay. Not what I meant to do. So I need to do this, 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 and then threes. I'll just do blocks. Go. Hey, Joseph, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the guild. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Okay, now we do this. Because I've got to build middle now. So now we'll do... And I forgot to turn that on, so we'll just do this. You know, I didn't think about it, but now I realize it's stupid of me to fucking not recolor the ones in the middle here because I can't fucking see what I'm doing if they're all the same color and I'm looking at it from above. There we go. Now I can see the thing I specifically built up here. There we go. Now I can do that because what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the area below to build in an AI core that's also below a very well protected area. Or that's inside of a really well protected area. Okay. So what we're going to do first is we're going to do... We'll do this. And do surge protectors around it, just because I don't know, why not? Then I'm gonna do... I don't know why I thought that was gonna work. Wasn't. I'm silly. There we go. No, hold on. Metal afford a heavy armor. 20 something, right? 24? No, 25. There we go. Do that. Then twos. There we go. Okay, so now that I have that nice and protected, what we'll do now is we will start building up the weapon. So, advanced cannons, we're going to start with that. We're going to do some 5-way coolers facing down. So having a good base of cooling is a very important thing. Alright, so this is probably going to be a 500mm cannon. So, I'll figure stuff out in a bit. I'll figure the specific details out in just a bit. First, we just get a good platform to start building off of. Let's see here, I'll do just, I think it's like 8 gauge increasers or something. Like that. Actually, I'll do it like this. It'd be like that, I think. Is how many gauge increases we need. Wait, I'm stupid. Hold on. I just remembered that there is a whole second part to this plan. There's a whole second thing that needs to be done here. AI connector. Does this work? I don't know if this works. But what I need to do, elevation only turret. This is probably gonna be really slow, but whatever. Or actually, wait, hang on. I just thought about this. So what if I do... I think the way I can do this is... Where's front of the ship? Front of the gun is that way, so we'll do... Ah! I wasn't expecting my neck to be broken like that. Okay, so that is saying it's connected by AI. Awesome. Okay, cool. That is fantastic. Alrighty, so that did work. So you are on 1 here. I don't remember what you need. What else you need? The control here. I don't recall, but I'll be able to rotate. So okay, I'll just keep working and figure things out from there. So I need to do 2. Okay, so that counts. Okay, that's good. All right, so now I need to work on making sure I have a gun that is protected. This fucker is going to be heavy, but I don't care. Tell you what, though, I'm not a fan of my camera being stuck like this. This is going to make me fucking sick. Okay. I gotta... fuck. That's going to be physically upsetting. Okay. Start from here. There we go. We'll do something like that. I don't know, I've never built something like this before, but I think I have a decent rough idea of what I have in mind. Okay, so what we're gonna need now is just kind of like an outline of what I'm thinking. Just think that far back or forward. Okay. I'll probably... So, yeah, wait, actually, hold on. If this is going to be the frontmost part of it, then what we're going to do is we're going to do front like that. That. Go. Go, we'll do this. These orientations are not going to make any goddamn sense, but if it works, you know? So that's the kind of mentality we're working on here. Are there like camera rotation controls or something? 'Cause I would love to be able to orient my camera differently. Wait, hang on. What if I build off of this? No, damn it, I can't build off of this when I'm doing this. Wait. Why can't I? Hang on. What is the move to next sub-object button again? I haven't used that in ages. And now it's not letting me hit the mouse button to scroll down. There we go. Sorry, I just saw it. I can't. It is, like, physically making me feel nauseous. I don't see the... To say the entire turn, pace aside. Yeah, the issue is, though, like, if I do that, then I'm going to completely forget to build around the kind of, like, idea for the armor I have down here, so I'm just gonna have to deal with the fact that I'm going to be violently nauseous this entire time. And the fact that I can't build a symmetry tool the way I want to because of the angling of this. Oh, nope, there we go, I got it. I just had to fucking... make my brain very upset for a second. Okay. Okay, there we go. Right, so I have an idea. So I need some gauge increasers, which I think I'll do. There we go. I'll just do back here. Main pace the entire turret, not just the sideways part. Yeah, but that would also include the entire platform as well. And I just don't think I have the patience to try to figure out moving that around, so yeah. I'll just deal with it. I'll either grow accustomed to it or I'm going to vomit. I don't know which. Who knows which. Okay, so what I'm gonna do here is where the connection to the firing piece will be. Do that. Wait, did I just start building that on the other side too? Yep. Silly me. I did it silly. Go. Okay, and then I'll do this. I think will be where I do the. You know, hold on. I have an idea. Bam. There we go. I don't think this has a specific orientation it needs. That one does. No, wait, no. That's fine. Okay, there we go. There we go. Big gun. Big cannon. Apparently I fucked up the placement of these. Let's fix that. Apparently none of these are oh, right, because I'm stupid. That's what the issue is. There we go. Fixed it. Okay, so next thing up, railgun parts, magnet attacher. Alright, we're gonna just do this. Oh. Not exit build mode. There we go. Then we got railgun magnets. Let's see here. So, I think I didn't place these right. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure they would be spinning if I placed them right. Hold on. Or do they only start spinning if it has a shell loaded? I don't know. I'll just place a bunch of them down. That'll do. So for this thing, oh, you know what? Yeah, that would make sense too, wouldn't it? That would make a lot of sense, huh? There we go. Yeah, there you go. Yep. There we go. I think I'll make the back of the gun a little longer to about here or so, I'll say. And now, let's design a shell for this fucker, shall we? Let's see here. What is the most modules I can have for a 500mm shell? Can I have a 20 module 500mm shell? I probably can, right? Okay. Let's see here. So I'll definitely want to do, it'll probably be another armor-piercing head to start. So if it's a 20 module shell, right? I think. Yes, 20 module shell. It'll be 500mm. We're going to have a very big thing. Okay, so we'll do solid warhead bodies. Probably do 3 of those to get a decently healthy, thick, fast shell. And then we'll do a lot of HE. Just like the Bob's cannon. Then we're gonna do pen depth fuse. We're gonna do a railgun casing for this. I'm gonna set this up. Let's see here. Imagine this thing has 150,000 What about... So apparently the max is that. Fly 1,746 meters a second. Okay. What if I had to just... Okay, so I think this is kind of based off of this. So if I do... There we go, right? And then if I do this, this should... Okay, so it's maxed... Okay, so it's a max of that much rail draw. Okay. So, railgun... Okay. We'll do that. For this shell, we will need a very long thing. Okay, so autoloaders. Oh, wait a second. Hang on. What do I do if the shell plus casing length and the clip length required is bigger than what's buildable? Does this still work? What do I... Hang on. Do I need to, like, have a 2 on the end of this as well? How the fuck does this work? Needs to be 8 meter, otherwise... It would have to be a diff gun? Okay, so is it just not... Is it not possible? Okay, yeah, no, it can't be accepted. Okay. Or at least it can't be accepted in the mag. Okay, so it would have to be just purely autoloaders then. Okay, so maybe a full 20 module shell isn't too logical here. So instead, what if we do 18 module? Cut 2 modules out. Armor piercing head. Solid warhead body. Okay. Oh, I see. Okay, so that's how that works. Okay. So what if I take the... Nope, I don't. Whoops. Pen depth fuse. Where's the pen depth fuse? Nope. Pen depth fuse, please. Go, and then I add in another gunpowder? Would railgun give more? Railgun would give slightly more. Okay, so I'll do one more railgun casing. What a gunpowder give? No, railgun casing will give more at this point. Okay. Okay, so we'll do that. Or, you know what? Hold on. I think that's fast enough. Okay, and then we'll do... no, HE warhead, and then pen depth fuse, like this. I think we'll do that. So that needs a 9 meter clip. Shit, okay. 17 module shell. Did I just put down another 2? No, what? Oh, I see. Wait, hold on, wait. 16, 17. Okay, so what if I do a 16 module shell then? Then this needs an 8-meter length clip. Okay, there we go. That'll do. Okay. Do that. Do this. I'll do that. There we go. Do this. Then we'll do 8-meter solids there. Do that. No, wait, no, not there. Do there, I think. Wait, nope, hold on, that didn't work. So we'll do that. There we go. Now that'll work. I gotta remove the gauge increasers and put them somewhere else, I think. Do that there. Do that there. There we go. And then gonna do just an ammo input feeder, like here on the back, just so we can assign this shell here. Just so that now, hopefully that saves. And I do that. And I can grab another mag. Where the fuck is the thing? There it is. There we go. So, wait. Assign, create new shell. Hang on. So what if I do, so it's a 16-part shell with armor piercing head, HE bodies, with 4 railgun, 1 gunpowder, so 5 things at the back. I think this will be the 5th, so pen depth fuse. Or actually, no, hold on. I'll weaken it slightly more to do stabilizer fins. And then a pen fuse. This thing will still have explosive damage of, hold on, 18,000 explosive damage, so that should still be more than good enough. And then railgun casings for maximum draw. I feel like that's different to this one. It is. Why is that different? Oh, right, because I have it. Right? That was wrong anyways. They had a solid body here. There we go. Wait. What? Why are the rail draw stats different on this? What? Huh? What? What? 16 parts on both. Armor piercing, solid, HE's, pen depth. Oh, the fucking fins, right. I think that's an acceptable sacrifice. There we go. There we go. This. There we go. Get 2 more in there. Alrighty, so now, hopefully... Oh, there we go. Alright, so that's working. Now I just gotta tell the APS. Oh, right now I gotta reinstall the gauge increasers, which I think I can install down here. There we go. Okay, so some of these need 2, right? Yeah. There we go, so that one's got 2 now. So just slap them on wherever I can, really. Just to ensure... Well, that's actually fine. It's fine. This one would end up having 3, right? Yeah. One would end up having 3, or 4. That's good. There we go. That's important, though. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. Assign to all intakes. There we go. Oh, right. This thing needs ammo barrels now. Right. I forgot about that. Okay. Right. Resources. Ammo boxes. Probably install them out, like, here. Maybe not all the way out here. Maybe, like... this. Kind of like this. Yeah, here, I know what I'll do. Hold on. I'll do this, but then I will go in and I'll delete 2 between each one. That. And then I'll do bam, bam. And then I'll do this. Maybe that'll hopefully give us enough ammo? Alright, I need to fucking set up the firing piece to be on the same one as well. Oh yeah, hold on. Yeah, it's gonna be the rails, I think. This thing, oh, this thing only right now shoots 6 rounds a minute. Okay, so right now it can aim pretty far down, but that's purely Oh, right, it's got the glitch thing going on. I forgot about that. Oh, fuck. Hang on, I gotta spawn something in. It's the Steel Striders. Is it... Where is it? Structures? Liberator Cannon. There we go. I'm gonna spawn it on my team, so it doesn't shoot my shit. Wait. I don't know why you... I literally said to spawn on my team. Did I not? Liberator Cannon. Player team. Spawn. Okay, now I just gotta fucking... Yeah, no, I thought I did. Okay, now I just gotta spawn it not 5,000 fucking gajillion miles away. There it is. Need you real quick here. Okay, you're... Right, you're a ground vehicle. You're stuck on a run. Okay, Oh, you don't have any control set up for people. Okay. Fuck you, man. Okay. That's decor. What's it? This one. I gotta go into this version. Where the what the fuck do you... What the fuck? Where's your rotation? You have this down here. That's your side to side. Where's your vertical rotation? Here it is. Okay, wait, so it uses the same thing. Wait. Wait. Oh, I see. They installed okay, I'll just have to do that too then, where I install limitations so it can't fucking clip into itself. Oh my god, yeah, I see it in here. It's clipping into itself. Or here. Okay, so that's just something that's a little unavoidable then in some ways. If you do, especially if you're doing a design like this. Okay. Right, okay, so I'll just have to set up a limitation on that then. Probably to about there. Okay, so next thing real quick. I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna go and build. This is kind of close to my preferred orange, kinda. A blue. Yeah, I like this. Is this the rust I like? Kinda. It's a little... not quite there. A little too bright, I think. Less green. How's this? A little too red, I think. Yeah, too much red. How's this? Too red still. Slightly bit more of this. Okay, what if I do... Yeah, I think that's the orange I like. Okay. Can I... Thank you. God, I can't fucking use my keyboard to save my life today. Okay. Gotta do a 3, 2. Go. Alright. There we go. That'll do. What I'll do is I'll just kind of just set up some individual, like, little just containment boxes for the ammo. Work on setting up stuff like this. Okay, so hold on. Real quick, what is the thing? Right, no, so it's, yeah. I've got so many different things I need to work on this thing at the same time. My brain cannot fucking handle it. Okay, so what we'll do is... So I'm gonna leave that front little space open, because that will be basically just additional armor, pretty much. And I'm just gonna add a bunch of extra autoloaders in. Kind of just all over the place, pretty much. Just so I can have more fire rate on this thing, because it's a little too slow firing for my liking. Okay, so that's apparently enough autoloaders on them. We just need one for sustained firing, apparently. Good. There we go. Then we just do the front, I think, can get those. Yeah, but that is not connected apparently. Fix that pretty easily. What's the cooling limit on this thing? Pretty low here, so I think that could do to have some upgrades. Yeah, I think I'll try to upgrade the cooling system as well by going in through here, I think. Yeah, I'll just do that. So let's see, that brings the cooling limit up to 42 RPM. And then I'll also put in, nope, shit, there we go. Evacuator on the end, because I know that gives some extra cooling. No, do. Would this look cooler if I do this? No. I'll do that. Let's see, so this brings it up to 9.7. Let me just make sure all intakes have the shell loaded. Go ahead, refill APS shells. Let's see, that brings it up to... Okay, so it is still 9.7. Yeah, the rails just take a long goddamn time to recharge. Which is fine, because... There we go. Just do that. Then, let's see here. Just do this. Just to get some extra protection going in here. Just some extra cooling. Okay. Now recharges Still nowhere near as fast as we needed to. That's funny. So I'll do a 5th line of railgun chargers there. That brings us up to... We're getting closer to it now. I'll try to save up here for recoil absorption. I'll just start slapping railgun chargers in here as well. I can build armor on the outside of this. I don't need to fucking be that agonizingly particular about where I build the armor in. It's not meant to be a small, compact, cute little gun anyways. This thing is meant to be a behemoth of death and destruction. Not some dainty little compact on-the-go gun, you know? There we go. Now we're fucking charging faster than we're using. I'm gonna add some extra railgun rails to this. So that way, hopefully, we can have the capacity increase so that I can fire a little faster. Nope, we're out of material. Hold on. So there we go. Oh, right, no, this thing's firing as fast as it can, not as fast as it should. Let's see here, let's do fire rate of 9. See how that goes for now. Let's see here. No, I don't want it to fire partially fired, so that's okay. I probably need more railgun chargers then. Do another line of these then. Let's do 2 lines of these. 2 more lines of them. Hopefully get our recharge rate high enough. We'll see. I'm waiting. Waiting on. Do 10 RPM. Let's try that. Whole extra second here. Let's just, for funsies here. It's not quite where I meant for it to fire. Not doing quite as much damage as I expected it to. But that's probably because it's overpenning a lot with wood. Oh no. Real quick, the Liberator cannons, scrap, or yeah, I'm just gonna scrap, whatever the fuck this vehicle is, scrap it. Oh yeah, it's the little example thing ahead, and the starting fortress over here, scrap. Okay, so I have this thing in God mode, right? Yep, okay, good. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and we're going to spawn in front of us. Let's spawn a gigawatt. The gigawatt's a great, one of my good friends. A good friend of mine. An old friend, you know? We're gonna slow down time here a good bit. just so we can get a good idea of what kind of damage we're looking at. So, I missed entirely. That's not surprising, it doesn't have any view stuff. Any second now. Good friend in the case of them graciously giving you money, lunch money when you persuaded them? Yes. Here we go. It whiffed again. Probably need to install some sort of temporary view thing. I don't know what... I'm quite surprised that it's able to detect shit in the first place, but like, not the point. Let's see here. I have an idea. We'll do just temporarily here. AI block, action components, coincidence rangefinder. This is just a temporary thing, so it's not gonna stay there forever. This is just so I can get an idea of if this thing's functioning at all. Nope. Yeah, that was a whiff. Any second now. What the fuck? What's it doing? Why is it whiffing so bad? What is happening here? Hold on. What have I forgotten about this thing? What have I forgotten about shipbuilding? Is it the recoil? Is the recoil fucking it up? Turn off the gun real quick. Alright, advanced cannons, recoil absorption. So this thing makes 2,400 recoil a second. We are absorbing not nearly enough. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, we'll do that there. I think this can be a 6 here. Up a 5. There we go. Not gonna worry too much about it kind of colliding with its own internals, just because no one's gonna see that. And if an official build does it, I think I can give myself the leeway to not have to give a shit. No, oh, whoop, that's not connected. Okay, absorbing a lot more now, but not nearly enough. There we go. A little closer to absorbing the recoil we need to. Go, close. Getting closer to it. This would be a 4, I believe? Oh, 5. Nice. Actually, no, we can put a 6 in here. There we go. Wait, does it still connect like this? Oh shit, they connect like that. Hold on. They work like that. Oh, I didn't notice that. Or I didn't realize. Okay, hold on. Okay, that opens up some availability. Also, hold on. There we go. Tap that in like that. Okay, so now we're absorbing only 8,000 shy of what we need to. Okay. toss those on there like that. I can at least fit a 7 there now. That increases that. I could toss some 3s on the front. There we go, like that. Get some 2s there. Like that. I could get another 8 there. We're only 4,000 shy now. Where else can I slap some of these things on this ship? Where, oh where? Oh, right down in here. $1,000. Six here, I think. That'll do. Oh, I'm totally missing this spot right here. On both sides. 23,000, almost got it. I'll do a, what if I do a 7 here? And then I do an 8 here. Almost there. We're almost there. We almost have it. This can fit 1 longer than what it was. 6, there we go. We're almost to it now. Did the recall number just fucking increase? What just happened? I swear to God, it was 24,800 a second ago. What the fuck? Going a little crazy. I'm going a little crazy, I think. Wait, yeah, what the fuck? It's increasing, huh? Now it's 20... Oh, that's how much we can absorb. Silly. Oh, this one's gonna hit. Alright, we'll see. Hold on, let's go ahead and pause the game real quick here. Just so I can go in and take a look at the damage we just caused. That did pen straight into it. So it looks like that was a hit right here. Ooh, okay. So that went in a pretty good ways through a pretty decent amount of armor. I think the pen depth fuse needs some work. I think we'll probably do it the same way we have the other one, where it's 12 meters or 0.035. For the shell. APS. Oh, wait, no. That's not a. Oh, there we go. Edit. 12 or 0.035. Try that. It's got a really good explosive. It's got 16,000 explosive damage. Let's try shooting like there next. So real quick, I just want to make sure, because it makes sense in my mind. I just want to make absolutely certain of it. With the shells in this game, do they do more damage if they're flying faster? Or like, do they have better pen if they're flying faster? Is that a part of it? See, this shell flew a little low compared to what I would have preferred. Like, I feel like that makes sense. That's part of, like, just physics in general. I typically or part of ballistics in general. Faster bullet, better penetration. Is that? I feel like this shell's weaker than the bobs somehow. Come on, any second now he'll fire. Not sure why, but it just feels like this shell's weaker than the Bob's 500. Even though it has more modules, which is... I know, in my brain it makes sense that, like, more module mean bigger damage. That was a good shell. That was a good shot. Yeah, there we go. That did more of a, like, a typical typical, like, kind of shot. Yeah, that knocked out a fuckload of stuff. Did that shell hit a little... That's the old hit. Is that here? Yeah, it was here, and then it went in and blew up in here, yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and destroy the, that thing real quick. Okay, cause I wanna compare here. I wanna see what the difference between the Bob's 500mm and this thing's 500mm is. Like, I feel like this thing should be doing more damage. I mean, it's flying, it flings the shell faster. It's done a lot worse in accuracy, apparently. The shell goes a lot faster. Man, why am I looking down here? I need to be looking up here. I'm so used to... Let's see. So, kinetic damage is 66,490. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna take a picture on my phone here real quick. Just so I can compare it really easily. Okay, so... Got the stats of this thing here. Let's load in a Mark II Bob here, so I can compare the damages of these cannons. So we got this one. So this is the 12-part shell for the Bob. Yeah, no, it does less damage. But... no, it does more, the new gun does more damage. That's what I meant to say. Let's see here, it doesn't even fly that much faster. I can probably squeeze more damage in by sacrificing a little bit of speed. Okay. Let me go into the shell here real quick.
Squeeze that damage output.
Yeah, so what if I do HE Warbody there, so that increases the damage to 18,000. Instead of, like, that's the explosive damage goes 18,000 from 16,000, so that's 2,000 more. Wait, what? Wait. Hold on, does that have the same amount of fucking... Wait. What? Wait, no, wait, no. Wait, what? Hold on. What's the explosive damage on this thing again? 13,000. Okay, so yeah, it has 3,000 more explosive damage and like 3 meters more explosion radius than the bombs. Okay, so we do another HE. That increases it by about 2,000. We do fin there, and depth fuse there. We got 18,000. The shell's flying still faster than the Bobs. What if I take another fin out? I'm gonna take another railgun casing out. The railgun casing still makes it a little faster. Okay, pen depth fuse. than HE warhead. Okay, so the HE warhead slows it down a little bit. Still flying a little faster than the Mark II's rail cannon. 20,000 explosive damage. Still expecting a KD. Yeah, so this actually increases the 8. What? This actually somehow increased the KD, the kinetic damage, AP damage combined. Huh. Interesting. It only gave it about 10,000 more, but still, interesting. And we went up, so this gave us about 4,000 more explosive damage and another meter of explosive radius. So yeah, we still need the 8-meter clip length. Oh, there we go. Now it's still flying pretty well. Oh, holy shit. Actually, hold on. That was a lot more. I didn't have the shell draw maxed out. We're at over 3... Jesus Christ. Oh, I guess it makes sense because there's more mass in the shell itself. It's going to have more kinetic damage. Holy shit. Okay. APS, clear clips, so we can reload to that. Let's see, so this thing... I want to try to get its fire rate up a little further. We can do that, I think. So what we'll do is bam, bam. Go. Assign to all shells. Our intakes. There we go. That takes us up to 9.9 on the intake limit. I'll do the same kind of thing here. Do that. So I have to bear in mind, the faster this thing fires, the more recoil it makes. I'm going to have to adjust for that as well. So, just got to bear that in mind. Assigned to all intakes. So now we've got a max fire rate of 11. So I'll set this to 11. Also gotta bear in mind the recharge rate of the railgun. Okay, yeah, so our recoil absorption is no longer sufficient. Ah, Christ. Okay, wait, I know what I'm doing. I can take more inspiration from the Liberator cannon here, real quick. So first off, what I can do... I can do... 8 meters there. This one could be a 4 meter, I think? Yes. There we go. And then what I'll do is... simply... go. We can do something like this. This will increase our cooling limit a bit. Give me more space for railgun stuff as well, but also what I'll do as well is I'll squeeze in some more railgun chargers inside here, like this. There we go. That'll get us more rail recharge speed, but this will now allow me to fit in some more recoil absorbers and also give more protection on the gun itself. The gun protects itself. There we go, we'll do that. So this gives us another 2,700, okay, 2,000 off. so this actually gives us more than enough. So I'm gonna go ahead and real quick just bam, bam, bam. Do that. There we go. Fling limit is more than high enough. We have enough recoil absorption now. And then this thing is also firing at 11 rounds a minute. This really isn't a good test, I just want to shoot the bob. It's not a good test because I'm shooting the side of it. There's no armor on the side. Hang on, it's gonna fucking run into us if I don't shoot it down. It was starting to drift. Still drifting. There we go. It is quite satisfying to shoot it, though. For as much headache as this fucking ship caused me. There it goes. Die faster. Die faster, please. I don't like how loud you are despite being 200 meters away from me. Please shut up. My fucking ears, that sounded so grating. Oh, hang on, I can fit some more recoil absorption on here. Go. And then I'll fit just a little tiny bit more recoil absorption on here, just because. And then I can fit 2s up top here. And some 3s on the front. There we go. That gives us a little more, which is nice. We have a good bit of... Yeah, so let's see. How fast is this thing firing now? Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Let me think here. So this thing has 129 firepower. I feel like it's still lacking something, like... Oh no. Let's say, this is platform gun 1. Saves the entire thing. It do. Okay. So chat, I have an idea, right? I have an idea. What if this is the time where I build my first cram cannon? Actually, hold on. First, I'm gonna save this as Phase 2 Mark 1. What if this is the cram cannon time, chat? Yeah, but think about it, right? Because, like, what I want to do is I want to basically be firing fucking nukes out of this thing. Like, I want this to be a gun that makes things cry. Like, already it's good. Like, I can give it another test against a gigawatt here. See the increase in damage here, but, like... I don't know, I want to try a cram cannon because I want to make a shell that is absolutely gargantuan. Let's see here. How much, what are we looking at here? Is we build nukes with repair cycles at that point? Yeah, maybe, but like, I don't know. I'm just exploring ideas at this point. But that just hit right here, right? I think it did. Yeah, I think what it did is it just came through here and just carved out a bunch of armor there. Which, for the angle it hit on, it did an impressive amount of damage, I think? I don't know, it's kind of hard to tell. Let's see here. I want to shoot, yeah, somewhere like there. Let's see here. So let's go back. That just hit there. And in here and exploded. And it looks like it actually detonated some heavy armor. Oh no, it detonated on the other side of the goddamn ship. I think. Yeah, no, I think this thing just detonated on the other side of the ship. I think we full overpenned. Or did it explode over here? Where did it explode at? Oh, I think it exploded. Wait, no. Wait, what? What the fuck? I'm so goddamn confused. Did it explode here? What? Where did it... Here? What the fuck? Where did it just detonate at? What? It must have been like right here or something. That is weird. What if we hit there? $11. Okay, so we went in through here. Detonated a lot of stuff in there, looks like. Oh, that's where the AI core is! Oh, damn, that's... Hang on. That's lower in the ship than I thought it was. I thought it was a little higher up than that. Okay, well, this thing just is like a... I don't know, like, right now it's like a slightly better version of the Bob's cannon. I think the only way to increase the firepower, like, substantially would be to slow down the shell a little more. Which I think I might be fine with. I don't know. I'll give it one more test shot here. Take a look at that. Fired in back here. Let's take a hit here. Went in and detonated in here. So that went through a lot of armor. Like, that went through, like, a fucking lot of... That went through... Let's see here. 1, 2... Actually, 3, 4... 5... That went through, like, 12 meters of armor. Yeah, I think you can kind of almost see the fucking stretch it just went through. Okay, let's take a look at that one. It went in here and it blew up because it went through that much heavy armor. Yeah, it definitely has a ridiculous increase to penetration power for sure. And the shells still fly at what? They fly at 1600. Wait, no, hold on, it's still recharging. They fly at 1700 meters a second. What if I fire through the front? Okay, let's take a look at that. Yeah, at this point, like, I don't know. The Gigawatt's kind of like an easy ship for me to fight at this point. It's just... I know I've learned this thing inside and out pretty much, so I think it'd be better for me to test against a different one of my nemesis. Nemesis. I don't know. I think I just crave a giant fucking explosion. I don't know. I think I do still want to learn the ram cannons though, just because of the fact that I want high, like super high explosive shell at this point. Here. That carved through a lot of armor. I didn't really have a good look at that, but that did a lot of damage. That might be the most damage I've ever seen a singular shell do to the hobgoblin. This thing's like punching straight through it. This thing's one of the best armor. Okay, that's a good hit. Let's take a look at that. Here, hit somewhere up by this gun. Oh, right here, I think. It went up into here. Maybe? I don't quite know where that fucking went off at. Because it kind of looks like it hit near this gun, but that's a little further to the side than... I mean, it's a conveniently, like, straight path shot. Oh, yeah, nope, this is definitely where it hit. Oh, yeah. Is this Funny Frog Pants game? Yes, a Numb Mr. 5, welcome in. This is indeed From the Depths, where we build funny vessels. Where I'm currently building a silly little platform gun here that I'm testing out against this big old fucker. Welcome in though, hope you're doing good, thanks for swinging by. Hello. Okay, that went clean through the face of a hobgoblin. It's not quite where I'm trying to aim though. You give me a mission, depends on what that is. Swarm missiles? Maybe. Right now I've got, I'm working on a couple different things at a time. Right now my objective is funny, fucking platform gun. Okay, let's take a look here. So I just shot its wedge armor and completely obliterated one of the wedges with one shell. Oh my god. Okay, Oh, I gotta turn my light on so fish cam can be lit up again. That is some good damage. That is straight against the fucking heaviest armored part of this ship, and it takes one shell to crack the defenses on it. That's promising. I mean, my main battleship can do that, so that's promising for what I'm building this thing for. I am in a designing mode, by the way, so if you're wondering why my shit's not taking damage, despite being hit like that, that's why. That wasn't the greatest of shots here. Let's try this one. Oh, there we go. Yep, it just completely clean knocks out a wedge. Ooh, you love to see that. It also just explodes in massive amounts of just death and violence. Yeah, that has just punched straight through. Okay, hold on. Let me pause here so I can get a look at the damage in there now after a couple shells. So I feel like I'm gonna be seeing a hollowed out pocket back here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's what it's supposed to look like. And this is what it's looking like. How many HE bodies do I have on this shell? Let's go take a look. I can tell you, it's enough to make it 20,000 damage of HE. Yeah, that many. This thing still fires a faster shell than the Mark II Bob. And has, you consider swapping the second to last one to secondary heat so it does some extra heat pen along with the HE. Secondary heat. Oh, I see. Second to last one. How good is 28 for the heat penetration metric? Here, actually, I'll just, hold on. 20 is around average. Gotcha. Because that singular warhead getting, or that warhead getting shifted. Yeah, no, here, let me. So, yeah, you can see it's kind of slightly blocked by Bob, but we got, we got 15 frag count with 1850 damage divided by 4 AP. Whatever that means. It's got the 20, but changing this one. Well, let me go back into my game so it's not the giant thing. Yeah, changing this one lowers our explosive damage by 4,000. I don't know if I like that. No, when it gets stopped after destroying the first heavy wedge. Pick behind the armor. Okay. I guess I'll give it a try. Just even if I'm not the biggest fan of seeing that HE drop like that, the damage, I'll give it a try. So let's real quick. I know I gotta clear clips. I'm gonna make sure it's got the right shell. Oh yeah, hold on. There. No shell loaded. There we go. Refill APS shells. Okay. Perfect shot. Straight into the middle, just the way I wanted it to. Let's take a look. Did nothing. If anything, it did a lot less. Oh wait, no, hold on, no, it did. It cracked one of the engines, yeah. I don't know, it's just, this isn't quite what I'm going for anyways. I like the bigger explosion. It has been plenty effective for what I wanted to. Like, I don't know if this thing will ever encounter something like the Hobgoblin in the wild. I don't know. I like the big, I just like big explosions. What can I say? I just like the big explosives. I think they're fun. I do see the logic to this, though. I see why you would do the shell like this. Because, yeah, that would honestly be a lot smarter. Oh, yeah, so I'll probably just keep it as the HE warhead body. One thing I am going to do, though, just because I think it would be really funny, I want to see what happens if I change it to a shaped charge head and just full HE. Just because I think that will be really fucking funny. There we go. Yeah, let me repair that real quick. So yeah, just poofs on the outside, but let's see what it did on the inside. Give more testing? I might, yeah. Is this normally hollow in here? Yes. That did fucking nothing. Okay. I don't think I fully understand how heat works. That's fine, though. It's not my intention right now. Okay, let's set this back to the way it's supposed to be. Edit. Solid. War body head. An AP nose. Or AP head. Here we go. Yeah, that makes sense. One thing I'll do. There we go. Is I will go ahead and do this. Oh, I've got a fucking... Add more ammo, I think. Also give AP frag a test. I might. To go ahead and just toss in some ammo, extra ammo in here. The goal is for this thing to have enough armor on the externals to where having explosive shit on the internals doesn't matter. Which, if it does end up mattering, we'll do some tests with that. Okay, let's go ahead. Test out this adjustment I just made here. That's not where I wanted you to hit. Well, I guess we can take a look and see how much damage that did. There goes the boating. Decently, Necro. We're doing some weapons tests right now. Let's see. So that just went in and exploded right here, looks like. Okay. Oh, yeah, that cleared out a good bit of armor, it looks like. We're doing some weapons tests right now. The railgun's in progress. I'm also getting curious enough to want to try out building a cram cannon for the first time. AP frag is all reliable. Yeah, that's what the 200s I believe are. I don't know. I'll have to go through and look at them, but I think the 200s are AP frag. I think on the Bob. Okay, that didn't change much. Okay. Yeah, no, that's good. That's good. Yeah, currently this gun is actually doing pretty solidly. It's, yeah, this thing has, 7,000 more HE power than the Bob's railgun. And this thing has over 3 million, kinetic damage times AP. As you can see, the explosives on this thing nearly... When it doesn't hit the wedges, it nearly full pens the fucking Hobgoblin. It can one-tap a heavy armor wedge. As you can see, it's got like 11 rounds a minute, I think, is what the fire rate is. Oh, down it goes. What happens if I shoot like here? I think it missed. Oh, there we go. That does a decent chunk of damage in there. Holy shit. Yeah, this thing is, doing exactly what I'm wanting it to. Yeah, this thing really is, yeah, it's just the how many guns he has. Oh my, the Bob's railguns can't even pin all the way through that, I don't think. Can they? Oh god, I'm gonna have to test that. Holy. I'm gonna have to give this some testing. I'm pretty sure this thing is like... Hold on. That do? That kind of whiffed off to the side. Yeah, I have to work on the accuracy of this thing a bit more. It's not the most accurate thing right now. Yeah, those guns are pretty heavily armored, so the fact that we're punching as far in as we are... Oh, I see. It has all its components really far back into the armor. I see what the deal is. Yeah, that just went clean through that. It's not like there's much armor there, but still. Yeah, this is... Yeah, the explosive on this thing is fucking ridiculous. Holy fuck. Yeah, I can go straight through the front of this thing now. The amount of fucking heavy armor that this thing can knock off of something with a single shell is ridiculous. That just overpenned. Heavy armor isn't going to care about HE much. Yeah, no, but the fact that this thing's HE can fucking break some heavy armor. Like, this thing definitely wouldn't stand up to something like the Hobgoblin unless I upgrade the armor more, but like... Which I still have more upgrades I'm planning on making this thing. I definitely think I'm gonna make the gun on this cannon a lot bigger. But like, the explosive power this thing has is ridiculous. That whiffed. I don't think it did, but I think I've gotta lower the pen depth time for this thing. It just has a bad habit of going through things and not detonating near the ship. I think I'm gonna keep the time at a 0.35. Oh, hold on, that was a good shell. That just, yeah, knocked out the entire rear of that cannon. Oh, that one didn't really have much to the back of it. Yeah. I think one of the main improvements I can make is increasing the fire rate on this cannon. Yeah, because that just went through some barrels, went all the way out, and then exploded behind the thing. Yeah, but then when it gets a good hit like that, you can just see the difference. I think I just knocked out the entire gun on this. It looks like it's done rotating. Yeah, no. This thing does have some incredible firepower. Down it goes. Yeah, just the more I increase this thing's fire rate, the more I'm gonna have to fucking do in terms of, the goddamn... call it, fucking recoil control. Let me real quick. I'll do a... I guess I'll do a connector there. I'll do a coincidence rangefinder 7-meter here, I think. Oh, I think it's facing the wrong way. Nope, it's facing the right way. There we go. Then I'll just give it a, well, it's receiver. Back. Then we got the recoil absorber. There we go. Yeah, no, I do intend to make, more gun, basically. Like, kind of like this. Increase the amount of gun we have. This will increase the fire rate to 12.3. I'll do some of the clips. The 8-meter clip. There we go. Bam, bam. Assign this to all. This should increase the fire rate a little more. Yep. So we'll set this to 13. So that's 2 more rounds a second. But that also now causes our fucking recoil to be almost too much, and our rail draw almost too much, but we're still good on both. That is a pretty fucking stupid gun, I will admit. Hang on. I have an idea as well on how to increase... Actually, I don't know if we need more... Hold on, let me keep... I'm gonna just fire this thing for a while and see how the ammo access does. I think the ammo access only has an aneurysm when it's like I'm clearing the clips to test out shells. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me make sure... Yeah, I'm just gonna have this thing fire for a while. Here, I'll just spawn a hobgoblin just to let it fucking go at it for a bit. So I can keep an eye on the ammo access. I also get a good idea of how fast this thing could take out something like the hobgoblin. Keep an eye on the shell. The barrel, the weapon statistics. Okay. I think that's the... What is that? Is that the railgun? No, I think it was just changing targets. Yeah, it's keeping its accuracy pretty high. Yeah, that's good. Ammo's still not having a fit. Yeah, it's good. Dude, how much... What kind of damage are we looking at now? 94% health. That apparently was a pretty good shot, according to the game doing the slowdown. Yeah, took out some ammo stuff. Okay. Let's see. Did I change the shell timer back? No. Do that. Set on takes. I think 4.5's too much. Yeah, I think when it's doing this, it's fine on the ammo intake thing. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Bam, bam. Yeah, I'm gonna... More gun. More gun required. More gun is required. We don't have enough gun. Not yet, at least. Do oil absorption. Go. Let's see here. I see. Hi, zombie. Welcome in. Hope you're doing good. Thanks for watching. Hello. Let's go real quick and do this. I'm gonna change things around with the ammo access a bit. I think we only really need pretty much what we have on the interior of this thing. Design, intakes. So really all I think I need to do is trying out the Moe art style. I don't know what that would look like, but I hope it's going well for you. Telling you, but it's making art more comfy. Well, that's nice. Being comfy while doing art is important. There we go, now I'm on the right thing. Oh. Be right back. Alright, hello, I'm back. Sorry, my brother's having some issues with his, internet. He got a new computer recently, and it's having some disagreements with, like I said, the internet. Let's see, I made the barrel longer there, I think? Yeah. Yeah, my brain's all foggy, I don't know why. Oh, I'm hungry, that's what the issue is. Oh, that's why I have this. I'm gonna get proper fucking food if I'm gonna eat anything. How's this looking? I did not pause the game, I don't think. Did I pause the game? I don't know. Accuracy's looking really high still. Actually, the accuracy is increasing, so this thing's really accurate. Let's do 15 here. That sets the recoil. The absorption's still better. Rail use, however, has sunk beneath what we need. I'm gonna put in a rail charger line here. Except for the fact that apparently I put it. Oh. Yep, I did. Bam. There we go. How's that for the rail charge? Still not enough. Okay, hold on. There we go. How's that? More than enough. Okay. Yeah, we're good on the recoil absorption. Okay. There we go. This thing now fires almost as fast as the... Actually, no, it fires about the same fire rate as the Bob's railgun. But with more firepower. Oh my god, I've never seen this thing that ripped apart. I'm definitely gonna have to install an upgraded AI on this thing. How are the engines doing? They use quite a lot of engine power, yeah. I know, I've been completely, like, brain melting. Okay, I might take a step away real quick. Oh, down it goes. Just so I can go get some dinner, because I haven't actually had dinner yet. And when I get back, I will probably try to continue working on upgrading this gun a bit further. Because I see how I want to... I see the improvements I want to make. And that is just, I want to increase the fire rate further. But I'm getting a little fucked up sensory-wise. Oh my god, wait, it's 9 o'clock. Oh. Huh. I've been at this for 3.5 hours already, huh? God damn, okay. Actually, since it's 9 o'clock already, and I'm not feeling 100% already, I might end stream early, and I mean, hey, we made some decent progress. We got a decent little base for this gun going. As fucking abysmally ugly as it is. I mean, it's just a interior of it. Honestly, the interior doesn't even look that bad. I just need to work on... So I probably won't have it only able to aim that high. Yeah, probably won't aim too high. It'll probably only be, like, to that. Yeah, so real quick, I'm gonna go ahead. Yeah, extra constraints. There we go. This doesn't help me in the slightest. Can I, like, have it actually rotate while I'm setting these constraints, or... This does not help me in the fucking slightest. Okay, hold on. I don't know what the fuck I'm trying to look at here. I have no fucking clue what I'm trying to look at when I'm doing this. This arrow makes no sense to me. Like... Oh, no, nope, that does... Like, I don't... What? This makes no fucking sense whatsoever. And suddenly I'm just not able to do it anymore. And this does nothing. This is so fucking confusing. Like, what? Huh? It just can't look up or down anymore. Like, what? Feel like this? Oh, there's a limit on the looking down, but there's no up limit now. Because... Oh my god. Okay, I see it now. Wait, what? Hold on, I gotta reset this shit. Hold on. The Y is reversed or some shit? Okay, so the minimum... That. Maximum... What? What? Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, right, because it's fucking... Oh my god, this is so fucking stupid. Okay. So it considers elevation like this. But then it doesn't consider the Y as the...